Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. What a matchup we have today. Momentum has been building each and every week, and now these two undefeated teams will square off. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the TCU head coach. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Noles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Well, that will give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on the option. Quick toss. Turning it on. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Let's talk for just a second about TCU and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Pringle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The defense goes as he goes. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The run inside. It's Johnson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season with the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can fit.
Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Knowles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Running inside, it's Johnson. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. He now has 84 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Going for the big play. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the grab. It's Scott. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Pulls it in. It's Lopez. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Pringle. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. He now has 91 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying to impose their will with the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The run inside. It's Pringle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Oregon State taking on the number 8 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Broncos on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes. in the first half. So let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Hauls it in. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he's still running after the move. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, TCU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really weren't.
Makes the grab in their space. Hits him with a stiff arm. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson. There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A quick pass to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Running inside. It's Pringle. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. The 20. To the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He's open on the right.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Johnson. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
At the 37-yard line. Brings up second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
All right, well, we've seen this already on this drive before. Second time now, they go for it on fourth down, and they're able to get it running the football.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The run inside. It's Johnson. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Noles will hustle to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Johnson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Seminoles back in the lead. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, he's got some space. He is in! Touchdown, TCU! The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. 1 play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Pringle. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Lopez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Knowles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Johnson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Pulls it in. It's Lopez. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he scores! Touchdown, Knowles!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Number 97, set to kick it off.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for space. It's Pringle. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Back to the ground with the running back. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. Running back searching for a hole. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game.